Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have another 1/6 scale figure unboxing and review. Just basically just hang out with me. We'll look at the figure. I tell you what I think. That's about it. Nothing professional, nothing out of place, and just my personal collection. I'm not buying figures for reviewing. I'm just buying what I like and then post videos out here so you guys can ask questions. In this case, we have Beetlejuice from Sideshow Collectibles. This is the first Beetlejuice, not the Beetlejuice. And there was a re-release of this figure this year. Just came out in January. Some people got this one in December of 2024, but at the filming of this video is January 2025, and I just got it 2 days ago. So we have the original Beetlejuice poster. It looks like an old 80s videotape cassette when you go to rent a movie. So you can see they have that here where you would slide the tape, you know, like if it was a rented or a bought copy. On the back side we have a little bit about what Beetlejuice is and the Sideshow Collectibles and everything so on, but it is an insert. Just like many figures now, it will slide out, and then in here you will have your main figure, which is our Beetlejuice. You can see there on in the window, and we have the pattern of his clothes right here. Sideshow 6 scale, a couple of bugs. Unlike the other, I call it the Halloween edition that I have, you know, Michael Myers and Freddy and all that. This does not move or come off. It's already gluing in there, which I love that. On the other editions, this will keep sliding down because then it was inside the blister itself, and then you have to put it back, which it was a pain in the butt to do. But this is our case, and then I already pre-opened the back of it to make it easier for the video, and then you slide it out, just like I said, like the Michael Myers and Jason and all that. These are the clamshells. Okay, and I zoom out a little bit just to get a feel of what the shelf is, what it's about. And you have, of course, the top part of it that comes off, where you have the figure and a couple of the accessories that comes. It doesn't come with a lot, but this is the top part. On the bottom part, you have the array of hands, the crotch grabber, and the base itself. And then, as always, we're going to take a look at the figure itself. I think maybe they did something to the portrait. I'm not sure. Maybe it's same portrait or not. It looks like it might have been updated. Maybe the portrait and the hair too. I don't know. I didn't get the one that came out before. This is my first Beetlejuice that I ever get. I was trying to get the one from the second movie, but then they released this one, which is the one I wanted. And I think it's a better portrait. I'm not sure. You guys will let me know if you know this. But yeah, we're gonna look at it in a second. But that's his clothes, the boots. It's pretty simple. You know, there's not much to it. He is not dirty up a little bit. There has been some padding for him. If you can see, the tie, it has some little sparkles on the little buttons and gems that he has there. His hands, my lord, they look so good with all the moss and stuff, and the fingers. I don't know if you can see the way the fingers look, the nails. Been trying to give me some problems focusing, but there you go. And on this hand, of course, we have the ring that we find out later on. You know, they talk about it in the first movie. We'll find out later on that he had a wife. And yeah, a little bit of green come through the undershirt too. And the suit looks great. It feels great. There's no belt or anything. And then, of course, you got the combat boots. There's some threading on the bottom. There's some dirt that's been painted onto. You know, it's very dirty and nasty. Fig itself, there's protection here for the paint. So we're going to take that out later. But One thing that I was looking in the Sideshow and also the 6 scale collectors Facebook is the hair looking like that. A lot of other collectors, they've been styling the hair to look a little bit better. I don't have a problem being so bushy and stuff because you can work with it, especially if it starts coming off. Maybe you lose some hairs and you got still a lot more to work with. But yeah, that's Michael Keaton's portrait. You can tell that it's him, man. You can tell that it's really him right there. They did a really a good job, and even on the eyes, the sparkling in his eyes. Okay, now move the light a little bit so for you guys to see it a little bit better, so we get less shadows. But yeah, he looks really good. I like this figure. And then usually we lay everything down on the table to go through it, but there's not a lot to go through it. Not a lot of accessories. So last time it was the Riddler. It was too many accessories. This time it's just not many. In this case, we have one of his hands with a nail filer. Okay, there we go. Now we got some focus. My camera did not want to focus today. It's not cooperating. But yeah, nail filer there, which is awesome. It's part of the... And it has... You can actually feel it. If you touch it, it feels like there has some ridges and stuff simulated in the nail filer, which is awesome. I mean, And then got a close-up of the hands. Like I was telling you earlier, we didn't focus much with all the fingers and stuff. This is amazing. And then on this side, we have his book. It's the handbook for the recently deceased that he used during the movie. This book is hard plastic. It's molded in. It doesn't open. But it's got a picture of the front. Yes, the book on the side of it. It looks really good. This is part of the movie itself. And that's about it for the accessories. We're going to look at the hands. I'm going to show you the hands, a few of them, just to give an idea what they look like. There's no instructions that I see, which usually we get some instructions and stuff, but I don't see nothing else. First of all, let me show you the... It's very big stand here. This it says Beetlejuice right in the middle. I mean, I don't know if it needed to be this big, but it's what they're used to doing on... I call it the Halloween style. Say Michael Myers and Freddy and all that. They all have this style of base, which is a little bit big. If you have room in your collector's bookshelf or whatever you display yours, it's great. There's no problem. But if you do have limited room, it's going to be a problem when it comes to having that type of base, which is fine. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it at all. It's just, I usually use a costume crotch grabber from eBay that I buy to get these out of the way because they're usually so big. And this, of course, the extending... Man, these are tight. These are very tight, which it's good, though. Because sometimes you get them kind of loose. The Riddlers that we have from Mars Toys, they were really loose on these. But yeah, you can see that I'm pushing in, and it's kind of hard. But it's the round style, so it fits right there. I like these. They don't clip into the base like the other square ones. It just slides in, and it's easier if you just have to remove it. It's easier to take out of the base. And then for these, you get a right of hands, which I can see there's 4 of his left hands and 4 of his right hands, because you can see all of them. They have the ring. Every single hand that has the ring, of course, is his left hand. In this case, we have the right hand that is gripping. There's almost all the way open palm hand with the finger. I'm gonna show you all the left hands first. The pointing finger hand, and they even they paint the moss on his hands. Very well done. I'm liking this so far. You have the grabbing one, It's going to be grabbing accessories. There's not much to grab from because the nail filer is already attached there. So the only thing it's going to grab is the book. And this, maybe you can slide it there. But yeah, that's that hand. And then for the right hands, you have another one that you open is the equal to the left hand. You have another right hand grabbing. Sorry if I'm going through kind of fast because they're just not accessories and that's just grabbing. Force joking. But yeah, that's all the accessories. We're gonna get him out. We're gonna give a closer look and then do some poses. Okay, guys, and before we pose him for his portrait and the little plastic protector for the paint, his neck is separated from the head, so just be careful when you grab it because there's, I said that, like I told you, there's some jewels in there. So try not to grab from the tie. But you will slide, you will slide that off, and then that's the kind of neck he's got. There's no eyeball rolling or nothing. And then there's your protector there, and then as you can see the neck is already being painted too, so it will blend in perfectly. It was a perfect blend. It was a perfect blend right there. I didn't even see that the head was not connected to the neck. I had no idea. And that way you get some posability. But yeah, that's how the head is connected. Okay, guys, the very first thing I want to do is just because when you think of Beetlejuice, you think of it's showtime, and that's basically his punchline. In this case, I left hands that he came with. I didn't do any exchanges. We have the ties riding up a little bit, so usually you can put it towards the pants, and then it will stay there. But it's looking up. I don't know if you guys seen that. Of course, probably you've seen the movie before, but he is in that little replica mini town that they have in the attic, and he's looking up. So that's the reason why I left the camera up. Okay, and we lower the camera a little bit for the angle for you guys to be able to see. And see, I put the tie down there because, again, if you look at the tie, I guess it's brand new and don't have a lot of elasticity, so it does tend to rise up. So just make sure you go down. It's long enough to reach the pants, so it stays down there. And yeah, there's the portrait. He's looking up. There's no eyeball rolling, so you can't really move his eyes. But yeah, I love this pose for him. The suit that they put inside, his body, the little padding, because he's supposed to have a little belly. They put a little padding suit. Is good. I think on the second Beetlejuice, on the second one, I think it's a little bit fatter. And of course, you're gonna have an older Michael Keaton. I wanted to have the younger Michael Keaton, which is this one. But yeah, you can see the hair too. It's very full, but it's very stylish. I think if you have the patience, you can wet it a little bit and then get a little calm. I have one that came with Chewbacca, and it's for this kind of hairs and stuff. Maybe that will help a little bit. I'm not gonna mess with it because I'm not really good at it. Also, the other thing is, if you look at the figure, it's got the boots. The boots don't bend. They're not a split cut or anything. So when it comes to posing the feet, he won't be able to have movement on his ankles. But it doesn't hinder anything because you can move like you see what I did. I moved the knee. One thing that you guys already seen, and I really wanted to point out, but just in case, all the hands, every single hands, they come with their own wrist peg and the ball, so you don't actually have to take the hand off the ball. It all slides from here, which I like when Sideshow does that. I think it's a little bit better when you have this type instead of just the ball. It all depends on the figure. I don't know if it's possible to do on all the figures, but I love when they do that because it's very easy to slide this off than having to slide the whole little peg inside the hand. Okay, and I was, in this case, I was trying to test a little bit of his articulation, and as you can see, he's sitting down. He sits down pretty good. The only problem that I like and I don't like, you can bend his ankles, so his left foot right there, you can see it is sticking out, but it's fine. I have to stretch out the leg a little bit and get him sitting there. I don't have a chair for him or a tombstone like I think the 2.0 or the Beetlejuice coming up. It comes with a tombstone or stuff. It's stuff that you can buy separate. That'll be no problem. It doesn't have a lot of accessories, like I said. But here we have his nail filer or file, and he's talking to somebody. You can move it around a little bit, whichever way. He doesn't have to, be filing any nails or anything. You could be like that. No big deal. And he wants to rock a little bit backwards, but we got it there. And yeah, that's another thing you can do with him. It's looking really good. So in the movie, he's very animated. Yeah, so much stuff you can do with him. I'm liking it. Okay, and here's another post. I'm trying to get the book to stay in his hand. It's kind of sticking out. There's not really a perfect hand for him to hold the book without falling, but yeah, and I have his pointing finger. We tilt his head a little bit, but there's so much you can do with him. The only problem is it doesn't have a lot of accessories, but him being a deceased character plus being in a graveyard and stuff, there's so much other stuff you can buy for him, off-brand, Etsy or whatever, eBay. There's people that do 3D printing. You can do a lot of stuff with them if you have some more, because there is an array of hands that you can possibly do other stuff. And yeah, here we go. That's my Beetlejuice review. I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I'm not a professional reviewer. I just buy the figures that I like, and then I show them to you here. Everything that I buy is because I like the figure itself. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. Make sure you hit that follow. Subscribe to the channel to support. Let me know if you're going to get this figure or you're going to get the Beetlejuice. I think this one might be sold out. I got lucky enough to grab this one before it went on the wait list on Sideshow Collectibles. Is where I got it from. And it's just arrived yesterday, basically. And I'm doing the video today. But yeah, I'm loving this figure. Let me know what you think, and if there's anything that you want to see, if there's any questions about the figure itself. I know there was one comment that I had before for the Penguin from the Michael Keaton 89 Batman, well, the Batman Returns, about the head, and somebody sent me a message and I answered the question. So if you have any questions about the figure itself, something that I could try for you or something that you want to see, and I can help you, let me know. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.